Okay, I gotta show you something that I think is kind of nifty. Okay, we're gonna open an ILDA file, which also comes with LaserBoy. So that's one. Stay in the ILDA folder. See, this is called format.ild, and yes, it's spelled wrong on purpose. Anyway, if you open format, all right, it has a 3D frame, a couple of 2D frames. It has a palette. It has two palettes defined in it, and it has a color table in it, which is format 3. All right, and it looks like that. So this, if you go into the palettes associated with this frame, it doesn't have a palette. It's 24-bit color. So this is a true color frame, so to speak. All right, so let's go to menu L. Let's select it all, make it totally fill the frame. Okay, so now that's as big as a frame can be. It's totally full. All right, so that's kind of neat looking, right? So let's delete. All right, so now that is the only frame in the frame set, right? So we go into menu L, and I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, there should be 6 copies of it. See, now there is. See, there's the 0th frame. 5. There, see, there's the 5th one. That means there's 6 copies of this frame. Okay, now all the frames are selected. I just did that. Went to the first frame with the digit 9, right? I hit frame select start, went to the last frame with the digit 0, and hit frame select end, right? So now all the frames are selected. All 6 frames, 6 copies of this frame are currently selected. So we're going to go to N, and we're going to apply an effect on the selected frames, and we're going to call the film strip effect. What is that? Well, I'll show you what it is. This takes a second. Maybe we'll just edit this out. Right? Okay, here it is. As you can see, it's moving from left to right across the screen, kind of like a film strip. See how it's moving? See, there's the boundaries between here's the boundaries right here between 2 frames. You see how that works? Okay. This is the film strip effect. It's kind of cool. All right, but we're going to take it a step further. Go there. Now we're looking at the front of space. We're going to go output. Excuse me. We're going to go end, call upon a frame, or call upon an effect, and we're going to choose 3 this time to apply an effect to the whole frame set, and we're going to call sphere. All right. Oops. And look what we just made. We just took that film strip thing and we wrapped it around the whole sphere. And it appears to be rotating because, as you recall, the film strip was moving. Well, it still is. It's just distorted now in the shape of a sphere, which I think is a pretty cool effect. Anyway. And if you want to get really crazy, you can go in. We can apply a frame set effect. Now let's do n cubed. N cubed. Okay. It wants to know how many, what factor to use for n. 3 is plenty, I'll tell you. And it's doing its thing. And again, we can just delete this part out while it's doing its calculations. Oh, look, it's done. Look at that. Now that is a lot of vectors in one frame. As you can see, there's almost 86,000 vectors in this frame, which is far too many to store in an individual ILDA file, but nonetheless, there it is in the memory.